Tigsy Enjoys Gardening and Life, and today is September 9th, and I haven't done a garden tour video in a while, so I'm going to take you guys along with me so you can see what's been going on in my garden since the last time I posted a video. Okay, YouTubers, we're going to start here in the citrus corner. What I have right here are some mint plants. And then I have a soursop tree. And I'm going to try to walk between these trees, you all, so you can see what's growing and what I have here. This is the Owari Satsuma. And I had to stake her up very well because she has all these Satsumas growing all over her. I got to be careful walking through here. Next door to that, this Owari next door is either the Kimbrough or the Brown Select. Remember, you guys, I always do these. These two, I can't figure it out. I'm going to have to one day. But they have Satsumas on them as well. So you can see here. And then here's the other one, vice versa. They're just hanging. Got to have all these staked up for all these Satsumas out here. You know, try to get back over here. Oh, and there's some more hidden down here. And then you can get an angle what this first one looks like. So these are my 3 Satsumas, and they're tall, and they need to be topped. This one's a good size, the middle one. It's not tall, but 2 on the end. And then at the end of this row is a Meyer lemon. And look at this one, just hanging off the branch. I gotta tie this branch off too before it breaks from the weight of the fruit. And then this is the Meyer lemon. Then we move here to the kumquat section. And right here is the Nagomi kumquat, and she's loaded. Now you guys gotta remember, I'm in North Georgia, so my fruit trees are behind others that are in Middle Georgia and Southern Georgia. Next door to the Nagomi is the Fukushu kumquat. And then in front is the variegated kumquat tree. You guys saw me purchase this in my nursery, and I'm surprised it was 4 fruit on here. I think something's snatching my fruits. But she's pretty. Then this one is the older Miwa kumquat, and for some reason it's just producing the kumquats, and there was a bunch of flowers on here, so I don't know why it's so far behind the others, but there's a plenty, and you probably can't see them little kumquats on here. And let's go this way. Back here is my Sugar Bell orange tree, mandarin orange tree. Next door is my Yuzu lemon. She's getting tall, but she didn't get any lemons, and I better be careful, spiders all over in here. Then down next to her is my dwarf Meyer lemon, which is loaded. It's hard to see because the fruit matches the leaf colors, so I have plenty on there. Then I go next door to that one. This is another purchase I just got. This is the Eureka lemon. We got lemons all over here. Then behind me, and I'm turned around, this is my Cruxton grapefruit tree. And we have to stake all these fruit trees up. Citrus are heavy, especially grapefruits. Next to that grapefruit is my ruby red grapefruit. We got grapefruits on there. And oh no, I probably broke this branch, but I can fix it. I don't know how long it's been broken, but I'll get it fixed. And then I think, oh, it's another grapefruit there. Then behind there is the key lime tree. It's full of key lime, hard to see. And there you go. Then back of there is a Harvey lemon. I got some lemons on it. Next to it is the second Miwa kumquat, and she's got lots of kumquats on her. She's a baby. Next to it is the pink variegated lemon tree. And we're going to walk through here so I can get out of here. Be careful I don't break any more branches. I'm glad I just broke that one. All these kumquats, y'all, and satsumas. All right, we turn this way. This is a mandarin orange. It's supposed to be a little bush variety, and she's pretty loaded. The little oranges here. And between the trees, this is my longevity spinach. I had some yesterday, it was good. Something's eating that, and I have to water these plants today. And I showed you guys the Harvey lemon, but I see something hidden. Oh, that's another lemon on the bottom, a bigger one. This is a Murcott tangerine. I don't see any fruit on this one yet, but it was really small when I bought it. In front we have some mint, and inside the mint, I didn't know I stuck a shampoo ginger rhizome. And in front of there we have turmeric. Then we have this nice succulent. It's the 1000-something plant. And then I've been harvesting my beef and onion leaves to eat with my longevity spinach. Next to that and in between it, these are ponderosa lemons. Look at them. Some got pollinated, some didn't. It had a group of flowers, and then there's a giant one growing. I don't want to lift it because it's pretty big. This tree is not that big for it to be producing this big giant lemon. And we stand up. Here's more shampoo ginger. And then this, I think, is my Cuban oregano. And then a sweet sop seedling. And let me come back here. And this is my second sweet sop seedling. And then I have a ginkgo biloba seedling. I'll turn back around. This is another shampoo ginger. And this one has a flower growing. I'm happy about that. I know it's hard to see in this light. Then we're going to turn around and walk here. This is another key lime tree full of key limes. And we've been harvesting off of these trees, but I mean, it's just tons on these key lime trees. All these little limes just keep producing. Next door is my Brogden avocado. And I think this is a B avocado. And next door to it is my Mexicola, which is an A. And they are good for pollinating one another. You need an A and a B. Maybe this is the B and this is the A. I just know there's either, it's one or the other. We walk here. This is my mystery mulberry plant. I had to feed her, give her some new soil, and she started growing because the leaves were turning yellow. Next door to her is a pear tree. Look at how tall it is. Oh my goodness. And then what we have in this pot, let me see, just stand so y'all can see these better. My shadows everywhere. This is a agave pup. And then we have another shampoo ginger. She's really tall, look. So I had to stake these up on this trellis. I'll have to tie this one down. And behind her we have a all-in-one almond tree. And we have to trim her down so she can branch out. Then down here we have a Bear's Persian lime tree. And then my comfrey is just worse for wear. I have to up pot it because the tap roots are long and it probably hit the bottom of this planter. Then to go with the all-in-one almond tree, we have a Hall's Hardy almond tree. Both of these almond trees are going to get cut so they can branch out like a bush. I don't like them growing out the way they're growing out. So we're gonna force them to produce more limbs. This here, and we're in the area with some of my succulents. This is the Vicks plant. And doesn't it look like the cumin oregano, but it's the Vicks plant. Right in front is my bay laurel. Then we have some aloe. They were waterlogged. I had to take the self-watering pots off of both of my aloes because they were getting too much water. So they're growing fresh aloe leaves now. So I'm going to remove the outer perimeters and scoop the gel out and see if I can save it. Then there's a dragon fruit here, which is growing just long and tall. Weird. Then we come up. This is my GA66 jujube tree. Next door to it is my Lee jujube tree. And y'all, these were flowering really late. It was really weird. But this weather's crazy. Then we come back down and we have two leaf of life plants which survive. I tried to dehydrate the leaves in my dehydration herb bag. They didn't die all the way, so I stuck them in the soil and I got two brand new plants. What a resilient plant. Then we come back over and here's a dragon fruit. And this one's growing arms like octopus. This is the dark star. I forgot the name of the taller dragon fruit. Then here we have two beautiful prickly pears. This grew from one pad. This pad here that I had mistakenly broken off the one way on the bottom, and it just started growing like crazy. And then here we have my beautiful mother agave plant. And that's where that first pup came from. And then she had more pups. 1, 2, I think she has 3. And if I were to get this out this pot, it's probably a whole bunch of pups growing. That's just how prolific these plants are. And these agave can get up to 20 feet tall, and they'll start growing a beautiful flower on top. And then last but not least up in this section is my moringa tree that I overwintered. I topped it off here. These two. These are the volunteer sunchokes. I missed some and they're spraying underground, so I just been pushing them over. They're not ready to harvest. I pulled one out. They just had roots. They didn't have the rhizomes on it. And this is my olive tree. This is my Salavaski pomegranate. And you guys, I remember this tree was loaded with flowers, but I found out when the tree is young, they said you have to hand pollinate them. Normally they don't, but if the tree is young and it's the first year bearing fruit, you need to try to get out and hand pollinate the fruit for them to stay on and grow to full size. Next door to that, I had to change and up pot this and trim this back, and look how it's growing back and filling out nice, is my wonderful pomegranate tree. In this pot, look at the beautiful edos. They're just growing up nicely. Next door is the Oh, starts with a P. Help me, y'all. Pomegranate tree. The ones with the P. Oh, I have a tag. Parfianca. I don't know why I blanked out, but I did. And here's my other olive tree. I don't know which way to go. We'll start here. Okay, this is my nectarine tree. I had to pull all of these off and cut her back and fill her. This is the sun gold nectarine. This nectarine tree is the oh nope, this is the Bella Georgia peach. My bad. They look alike to me. I'm gonna walk back this way. This is my Saturn peach donut. Look how tall and how much she filled out. This is just a miscellaneous flower pot. Oh, these plants need some water and to be up potted. These are my two Barbados cherries. All these will be getting up potted because they're probably root bound. That's why they're looking sad. There's some miscellaneous mint down there. And then in this pot, 2 pink guavas. And the flowers, one flower came out and I missed it, didn't pollinate it, so I don't get a fruit. This here is, I think, my birds of paradise or grains of paradise plant. Let me double check. Yep, grains of paradise. I had to up pot this one. This one right here is my galanga root. It's another in the ginger family. I love ginger, so I have plenty of those. Next here is my purple passion guava. And this big pot is my Alberta peach tree. That one has to be up potted and the soil has to be refreshed. It's been 3 years. Next to there is my red lady papaya tree. And then here are some more regular store ginger in this pot. This one here is my other nectarine. Yes, this is the Mayfire nectarine tree. Back here are the 2 original pineapple guavas. And I tried to hand pollinate them, but I guess I was supposed to take pollen from one plant to other instead of from flower to flower. I got to do some more research. So we're going to turn around. Excuse the mess, but hey, this is real life gardening. You have things all over the place. These are 2 banana trees. This is the dwarf Cavendish. Boy, I need to clean these up real good while they're growing new leaves. And they need some bigger pots, especially this one. This is the one from my neighbor. And y'all, this is now some peppers. My squash didn't make it. This is a crazy Laotian mint that I didn't know it ran like this. Look at the runners. I got to prune this all the way back. And my little pepper bed is kind of looking sloppy right now because I've been weeding it. Y'all, there was just these darn weeds all over the place. And then these are, of course, are basil that I let go the flower for the bees. And they're hiding the peppers. This is a bell pepper. This is a jalapeno. And this is another bell pepper back here. And some more basil. And this tall plant, y'all probably know, those are poblanos. I've been harvesting all these Tabasco peppers. So you can see all the open spot. This is another basil. Then back here is a Hungarian wax pepper. I'm making paprika with that one. This one back here, I don't know what kind of pepper it is, y'all. I don't. Oh, it smells so good. That basil smells delicious. Then my time bomb peppers. This is my mariachi pepper and my cute little dwarf cayenne pepper plant. And there's one more pepper plant in there. Oh, the the commandeer pepper. Okay, so we're gonna walk. Let's see, which way do y'all want to go? Dun, dun, dun. Let's just stop right here. Okay, this was my watermelon bed, and I pulled out all the watermelon. And as you guys can remember, I planted 4 roselle plants, north, south, east, and west. Now, what I added on here is a green stalk, and it has a lot of different things planted in here, and I have it covered with mesh because I don't want the bugs to eat my little seedlings when they start growing. So it's a lot of fall stuff in here. This giant roselle plant is the black roselle. They're supposed to be a darker color and longer. This is the variegated shell ginger plant I bought and broke it into 3 plants because it was really root bound in the one pot. That was a lot of ginger in the pot, so now they can breathe. I broke it into 3 sections. I could have broken it into more. This is some mint that I let go to flower because the bees love it. And I'm trying to raise this up because I want you guys to see under here, but I'm going to have to go in a different direction. Let me see if I can stake this shade cloth up so you can get a peek under there. Oh, it smells so good right here, y'all. There's some more mint plants down here and some brassicas. That's why I still have, you see, we have volunteer brassicas, and I was sticking them around in the hole where the watermelons were. So I have them shaded. This roselle is a white roselle. You see, if you guys remember my last tour, how small these were. These are blackberries. They were dying, and they're coming back, growing back new leaves. These are all the blackberries. And this blackberry plant is even producing some fall crop blackberries. This is a volunteer huckleberry plant. I've been pulling these huckleberries because you can't eat them fresh. So I've been adding them to a bag with some elderberries in, and whatever I decide to do with that, I'll put them together. And you can see I have to weed this. I'm going to put a fresh layer of weed cloth on here. These volunteer brassicas, some more mints on here I'm trying to save my mints, y'all. You see the volunteer brassicas? I don't know if they're what they are. They were just found behind a compost bin. I gotta come and grab all these marigolds. And then here's another roselle plant. She's just tall and wide. And I gotta come and give these some deep watering. Look at these things. They're thirsty. And we turn around here. I don't know which way to go. This is a fig tree. And I've been harvesting figs and eating it. And I think we have a couple left growing on the bottom. Oh, and new ones are trying to grow. Crazy. These are the start of my raspberries. And I had to, I pulled a lot of the dead canes off to get them ready for winter. And of course, look at the spiders. Yuck. This is a flower bed. And the moths love, and the butterflies love these giant zinnias I planted. Look at them. And they multiply all these different heads. Yeah, started these from seed and they grew just lovely. Some other ones I put in the other parts of the garden didn't make it, but I'm glad these did in this flower bed for the pollinators. Here's another fig tree. And you guys, I don't know what happened, but I had lost all all of my persimmons. And then I don't know what got on this persimmon leaf, but I think the squirrels ate them. So I had 2 left and I covered them. I bought one in the house to ripen. So I got 1 more left on the tree, and it's all hidden from the darn animals. And these, of course, were the muscadines. So we've been harvesting them, and I think we got the last of them. We come over here. Yep, purple muscadines, 2 purple muscadines, and then a green muscadine. Strawberries, and more figs here. A bunch of fig trees. I don't know if all these figs are ripened, but hey. Yep. More. I don't know, that little one needs something. I'll figure it out. Then we'll walk back this way. Excuse me, big girl. Y'all, she's so big. Oh, and here's another volunteer brassica. That's down here in the former watermelon patch. And I got watermelons in the house. These are my ornamental banana, the Musa banana. And we got baby fig trees. These figs, look at them. These are all different varieties of figs. And I don't know what this thing is growing out this flower box. I don't think it's a weed. But it could be, because I see some weeds in this flower box. But these are a bunch of fig trees. Little babies right here. And there's my 2 big girls, elderberries. They started as little cuttings and sticks, and now they're growing more and more trees every year. And Gina, these are the elderberries. If you see this video, I'm going to try to cut you off a rooted cutting so you don't have to root it yourself when these go dormant. Then we walk this way behind here. We got more fig trees and grapes. And y'all, when I tell you, you get tired of volunteer plants, look what's in this grape bucket. I planted huckleberry one year, and the birds, they're everywhere. So huckleberry, and of course, dang-gone ground cherries just pop up everywhere. And this is my flying dragon rootstock. Then some more fig trees over there. Another here. And we turn here. Y'all, look at my grand Chiquita banana. I don't know how she keeps growing like this, but she's got 4 big pups in this 22-gallon pot. So I'll definitely still need to get these out. I really do. And this is my towers that I took apart, and I replaced them with some green stock. This here is my Yerba Mate tea tree. This is where one of my original towers were. So I took the strawberries out and I put them in the green stock. We walk this way. Some more fig trees. This is where I had tomatoes in this bed. But now what's left are the cherry tomatoes, some cinnamon basil, some rosemary. I know it's hard. So I'm going to be taking this down, cutting this off. I see some tomatoes in there. I have enough tomatoes, y'all. They're starting to come back to life, but they're going to be cut. And some more herbs in there. Some strawberry, some pineapple sage in here with these tomatoes. Yeah, you can see underneath there. My curry plant died, but rosemary's fine, and the cinnamon basil and the pineapple sage love it under the shade cloth. This just, I took some pots. I gotta put the dirt, save the dirt that it took down. This tower has different types of mints and eucalyptus in here, and I think it has some of my mints, some cotton candy mint, some wintergreen mint, some banana mint, What's this one? I don't know. Yeah. See, my banana mint is growing new mints here because these branches are spent. So I have a bunch of different mints in here. And eucalyptus, lemon verbena, strawberry mint, some toothache plant. Oh, it looks like my lemon eucalyptus. Oh, it didn't transplant well. They died. Which I figured some probably would because I was in a hurry. But I have seeds. Even my stevia, she's going to heaven too. But it's okay. We have seeds for all this. We'll just start again next year. But all the rest of them are doing great. Wintergreen mint, Jessica's sweet pear mint, and other different mints I have in here. This is the kiwi, hardy kiwi plant. She just took fine and started trellising on her own. And behind me are more raspberry plants. This is the ever-producing goji berries. I almost got a quarter freezer bag quart full. And you all, don't get discouraged by goji berries. They taste much better when they're dehydrated or powdered, or dehydrated and powdered, and they're good in your smoothies. These were the honey berries. And you know what? We're going to take these out and replace them with another big ass blueberry plant and something else. Because the honey berries were okay, but nothing crazy. We like blueberries better. And then these are the different blueberry plants, and that one has to get up potted down there. It's root bound. So these were covered. When we turn here, we have some more fig trees. More fig trees. I know you guys don't want me to name all these different fig trees, but I could, but I'm not going to. And then these are the grapes that died. Now, underneath here, I have to dig out this bed. I have volunteer brassicas again, but the grass is coming, but this has been here for a while, growing through the weed cloth. I was trying to save the cabbage. She's still hard, but I'm gonna pull her out. I'm trying to save my little volunteers. I got a lot of work to do this weekend. Once I take all this dirt out, clean all these weeds off, put some fresh weed cloth down here, these brassicas are going to thrive. This is some all volunteers. I don't know if this is cabbage, collard green, but this is red mustard, and this is red mustard. And then more strawberries. Oh, I see a strawberry. I'm going to grab it and eat it. There you go. Yummy. More strawberries. The grapes, you know, it's almost time for them to go to sleep. Then here we have some more fig trees. They were all loaded with figs. The birds and the insects got most of them, but we did get some. And look at how big my loquat is getting, and the little seedling. Look how tall she's getting. She's got to get up potted. Oh, these plants need some water. There's some more fig trees. And then another freaking volunteer ground cherry. Y'all, they're just disgusting. This is my new grape plant. She was just this little brown stick. And now look at her. I'm going to be feeding her. The leaves are pretty. This is the color the leaves are supposed to be. Another strawberry plant. And then Concord grape. Why are these grapes growing new leaves, y'all? They should be going to sleep. And then here's more burdock that I grew this year. I pulled the big one that was volunteer. This is a beet, an enorma plant. And then I found the eggplant I stuck in here. Then we come over here, and I topped these two mulberry trees. This one is being gifted to someone. I'm going to put the other one next to this one. here. And then we turn over here. All that hard work I did to clean this spot up and put down mulch, you all. Look, didn't do any good. So I gotta pull the weeds up again and clean up my new flower area. I got a lot of perennials. This is so gorgeous. Even the flowers on these coleus. Look how pretty that is. And these canna lilies will come back. I threw some basil in here. I threw basil everywhere, y'all. Canna lilies. Yellows in the front. Red in the back. Yarrow. Uh-oh. Look what's on the ground, y'all. My other elephant ear. And then some goldenrod. The rose bush. Another fig tree. This is my sweet potato bucket with multiple sweet potatoes in it. And try to pick up my lion's ear plant. Oh, it's my fault, y'all. She was growing. I thought she was a weed. And then when I realized what it was, I tried to stick her back in the ground. And it was too late. This is where my giant strawberries are. And these are going to get pulled out. But these sweet potato vines are just taking over everything. Back here, my asparagus tubs. And then here, we have some pear trees. This, I'm going to get rid of, this American persimmon tree. I can free the tub up for something else because I have 3 persimmons. I don't need the American one. More pear trees. This is a plum cherry tree. This is the big cherry tree, regular 3-in-1 cherry tree. This is the 4-in-1 plum. They're kind of young. This is the fruit cocktail tree. Oh my gosh, y'all. We might get rid of all these apple trees and replace them with Colomar apple trees. It's just spiders everywhere. This is, all except my Granny Smith. We're not doing that. So I think we may trim these back a whole lot so they can start over. But everything's dying now. Going to sleep, taking a nap. I'll walk back this way. I'm going to cut through here. I have my boots on. Y'all, the other day I was out here, I saw an egg on the ground, and I squeezed it and it started moving back and forth. And I said, ooh, that's a snake. And it was a baby snake, but she's gone. This is the pink lemonade blueberry. Back here are some cranberry hibiscus. This is the rose bush. Definitely look how I have a lot of pruning to do. My sister will be helping with the pruning too. Here are some lilies. And then I have a cantaloupe growing. And I put some horseradish back here. And some more of the coleus over here for color. This is my primrose hardy hibiscus plant. And y'all, you gotta look at my former video. I uppotted this blue java banana tree. Now she's growing pucks and she's really tall, almost reaching to the pine tree. So we saw this section. This is the back, what's been going on back here. We're still trying to get her together. A little messy. Now we're gonna walk to the top. These were the covers for the bed for our brassicas to keep them safe from the bugs. They were over the blueberries. Y'all, this is basil seeding heaven for all these bumblebees. They love it. I had to get down in here and grab my eggplant before they all came out. We have tons of pollinators in this yard. We got bees, all different types of bees. I don't know how many different varieties of bees we have. Dragonflies, butterflies, moths. praying mantis, grasshoppers, crickets, frogs, lizards. We have everything in here, but we love the pollinators. Lemongrass I stuck in here is doing great. It's almost 6 feet tall. I had one lemongrass plant from the nursery in a little pot, and I stuck it in 3 different areas, and it's just grown like crazy. Here are the okra plants, nice and tall. Harvesting okra every day. And then we succession planted. See the 2 smaller ones in the plant? They're growing tall. So when these start to slow down, we still have these left. And then of course zinnias, marigolds, nasturtiums, basil in here. Then we turn this way, and this is a yacon. That'll be ready to harvest once it flowers. And you guys, these yacons, if you don't know, they are called ground apple or ground pear, and they get a root like a sweet potato, and they're really good and juicy. So it has a pear and apple flavor to it. Look at my big mama cardoon. This is the plant that's like an artichoke. It grows just like an artichoke. That's why the leaves may look familiar, except it's purple, and the flowers are a different color too. Then these are my sweet potatoes, sweet potato area. This poor pot is getting covered by all the plants that are growing over it. This is another cardoon. I decided to get 2 so I can have 2 because they are perennials. They're supposed to be here in Georgia. These are sweet potatoes, another yacon. And let's go start down here. Y'all seen this area a bunch of times, roselle. And then this purple Cherokee tomato plant needs to come down. It's trying to come back, but I think it's time to be harvested. So you all know about my roselle. These are more sweet potatoes. And then I harvested 1 sweet potato out of here. You guys saw it was sitting on top. It wound around itself in this little pot. So hopefully it'll be filled. I think this is a 20-gallon pot. Then we have some baby Bubba okra, because we love okra here. Some more succession planting. I've been harvesting the Cascade hops because I don't want to lose them. They're turning brown. They're still good to harvest, but then you don't get the fresh pollen in the inside with all the health benefits to make tea with when you get sick. It's the yellow stuff pollen inside. I wonder if I can grab one to show you guys on camera. These are some tomato plants that needed to come out. Then we have some lamb's ear, some sage, lemon balm, verbena, and golden oregano in here. Then underneath these tomatoes, what I have growing are chives, some king of bitter or rice bitters. It's the same. I found out it's the same, you all. Then we have herbs back here. Regular oregano, Mexican hot and spicy oregano, regular orange mint. I think this is spearmint. Chocolate mint. I had harvested this and cut this down. Now it's growing back. Mojito mint. And then also in here, rosemary. I had to replace it. There's borage. This is some basil. And I don't know what happened with my large leaf basil plant, but I'm going to catch the seeds. Toothache plant. Be time to harvest some more of those. And then another lion's ear plant back here, but it's not as tall as the one I'm going to show you. So let me see if I can grab a Cascade hops. And they said it's ready when you squeeze it and it bounces back. And they say to harvest these in Georgia is late August, early September. So I'm going to try to peel this open. Now this one's younger, but the yellow substance, you can see it, but it looks like pollen. But this is where all the medicinal health benefits are found. And I'm not a doctor, so do your research. And you all, it smells so good. You get that citrusy smell, and you can smell the scent of beer. You can tell this is what they use in beer at the end, but it smells really, really good. Continue walking. This is my frost gardenia, and it was supposed to be up potted, but it's doing great in this pot. It's coming back. These two are Bonanza peach trees. They're going to be up potted in some beautiful pots. Some more lamb's ear. Back here in the corner, because it doesn't like a lot of water and it doesn't like a lot of heat, and it's doing great back here, is the Yasta berry. You can see the tag. And still seeds I need to harvest, y'all. I have Purple Lady Bok Choy seeds in here, and some Swiss chard, I think, and one not Swiss chard, flash collard greens. This is my double coated butter pecan echinacea plant. So pretty. This is a baby fig tree. And then I started some onions outside, so wish me luck. And some giant leeks and some garlic. And then we walk here. I up potted the giant hardy hibiscus into these nice big pots, so they'll still grow. And this variety, this is the white one, white with the red center, the perfect storm. And this is the Valentine's Crush hardy hibiscus. And I think they'll look good here next spring. And this is my patio eggplant. I harvested about 30 eggplants from here, and they're in the house. This is my sassafras tree. This is some mullein. And this is a verbena and some bee balm in this pot. These are some mini, I forgot what they're called. I can't remember. Some brown-eyed Susan. And then here we have some mint plants and some more herbs. So I'll see my horseradish again. Catnip, thymes, different thymes and herbs that you guys should know by now. So then here is another strawberry tower. And we really gotta get some new strawberry plants, because these strawberries are, what, 4 years old? So they're gonna get replaced. And in this bed, we have some flowers, some basil. This is the black currant tomato plant I told you guys about. And look at all the tomatoes everywhere. But it looks like the party time cucumbers are still doing good. They don't look, it looks like the beetles may be leaving now because the weather cool. So we got lots of cucumbers on here. And that one should be ready to pick shortly. More black currant tomatoes, flowers. This was the green bean bed. We cleaned the green beans out and gonna drop some 7-top turnips or regular turnips. And then I had 2 bell peppers from seeds. I put one on each end. That one's flowering. And they're 2 different kinds. These are the longer variety. I forgot which bell peppers I planted, y'all. It's been a long time. And these are the more box shape. And then here in this bed, we have the 2 passion fruits, some trellising rosemary, some horehound, and another white roselle Jamaican sorrel plant. I showed you guys this the other day, and it is growing callus. And then I harvested the Gofrena for tea, but more is growing because it was going to seed when they turn white. Another yacon, and marigolds, and my garbanzo beans are somewhere in here. Oh, nope, that's the horehound. Maybe they choked out my garbanzo beans. And then that's what's left of my French tarragon right here. Got choked out, some bee balm. back there. Then we turn around the pollinator bed. Lots of different flowers, basil. This was trellising, and you see the peas. These are some purple something peas on here. I forgot the exact name of them, but we got peas, y'all. And they turn purple, I think. The beautiful zinnias, cone flowers, basil. The pollinators love this area right here. Look at them. The flowers are so pretty. Then back here, we have volunteer dill, and then a volunteer tomato, multiplying onions in that bucket. And this is the lion's ear. It's like 8 feet tall. I'm trying to go real slow so I can show you the plant. And that's the one that I knocked down on the bottom. Didn't realize I had put one on the bottom. Some lamb's ear. This pepper plant, Jimmy Nardello. Another yacon. And then these are tomatillos. These are the longer version. Yellow ones, well, they all turn yellow, I think. No, that one's a yellow version. This is the regular verde tomatillo, and it's just everywhere. The bees love it. And then I don't know what this plant is, but I saw it and I just said, okay, I'll save it, and stuck it in this pot. And my volunteer bitter melon Cereus is now wrapping itself around the tomatillo. So that's what I was looking for. This is a volunteer sunchoke that was in the pot with my tomatillo plant. Back here are some more beautiful, beautiful Lazy Susans. And this is the area where it had all the weeds and everything I was trying to choke out with some edibles. So this is a section. I stuck some flowers, some lavender, some lemongrass. Next to there, I transplanted these cranberry hibiscus. Y'all, these leaves taste just like the Jamaican sorrel callus and the Jamaican sorrel leaves. These raw, make tea. There's all edible, and they'll start growing little callus on them. And then you have the hibiscus flowers to harvest to make hibiscus tea or whatever you do with your hibiscus. So this will be pretty when they start flowering. It's pretty already. It's trying to integrate a pop of color everywhere. And there's some mint somewhere in here, some Kentucky kernel mint. There I can see some lavender. Watermelon plant still growing. More lemongrass from that one plant. Oh, we love lemongrass. And I'm not sure. I think this is the sailor plant here with these little white flowers. And here is some Mexican heather down there. And then we got some lemon thyme right here. A different type of lemon thyme. Or is it the orange, spicy orange thyme? I think it's the orange thyme right here. And then this is the orange citrus mint. It was going to flower. I'll collect the seeds. It was so pretty, but the bees love it. And then the 2 pineapple guavas. So this is what's going on in the garden right now. September tour, you guys, because I haven't done one in a long time. So this is Tigsy Enjoys Gardening and Life. Thank you for watching my video. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.